People often, without much thought, use the term nomadic people in relation to the inhabitants of Central Asia. I think the use of this expression is erroneous. Perhaps this opinion was formed from the fact that the Turkic peoples, predominantly engaged in cattle breeding, went to their summer pastures in the spring to graze cattle, as they lived according to the principles of Tengrism, in unity with nature, and did not allow cattle to trample down vegetation. In order for the grass to sprout in abundance each year, the land was given a rest, so the grazing areas were changed. This was necessary to maintain the balance of nature. However, each clan had its own territory within which they practiced animal husbandry. In essence, no one was truly nomadic. People have lived on their ancestral lands for thousands of years. And invisible clan boundaries were inviolable. Violation of these boundaries could cause internecine wars. By the same principle, those who go to country houses in spring, or those with beach houses, or affluent individuals with summer residences, could be called nomads. As for yurts, kiazui, they were intended for temporary residence during trips to summer pastures. Also, since Turkic peoples were conquerors and spent much of their time on military campaigns, they are often portrayed as living in yurts. It is natural as the vast territories where Turkic peoples lived, this is the present territory of Russia and part of China, most of Eurasia and so on, required mobility to control the territory, so yurts were a convenient quick-built housing for managing the existing territories and for conquering new ones. Vadim Rudakov is a candidate of historical sciences of the Russian Academy of Sciences, an archaeologist, and an expert in the history and culture of the cities of the Altyn Orda Golden Horde. Of these Turkic states, the Golden Horde was certainly the most powerful and wealthiest. When the famous traveler Ibn Battuta visited the Golden Horde in the 1330s, he described enormous cities with caravanserais and palaces. It was a normal empire. The Turkic peoples had large cities such as Atrar, Saganak, Sazak, Saray, Turkestan, Taraz and so on. They were destroyed during wars and deliberately erased from the face of the earth during the colonization of Central Asia, with the aim of destroying the history of the Turkic nations. All of this was done to undermine the national identity of the Turkic folks and to erase the might of their ancestors from the memory of their descendants. The term nomad was introduced for such purposes. To turn the once great conquerors of the world into cattle breeders in the eyes of the public. They succeeded so well in their goals that people of Central Asia themselves actively use this term towards themselves, without understanding the underlying motives and hidden goals behind this supposedly innocent term. I believe that all nations should be called by their self-name, not stooping to the level of inventing labels such as homebodies, nomads, farmers, herders, swamp dwellers, steppe people, and so on.